my absolute favorite adoption book. All of the research has pointed to not having a time where the child feels like they get sat down and told that they are adopted. They just kind of always knew. And it's easier to be sweeter and more compassionate when you've gone through it.
And I really believe with all my heart that this is not the end of the story. This is not the end of the battle.
It's so sweet.
No, Daddy.
I have more room for my hug.
Oh my stars. Can you say good morning?
Good morning.
Are you up in bed with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you have a good nap?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you sleep well?
I sleep well.
Yeah, did Grammy get you out of bed this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you have for breakfast?
Cereal.
And what else?
Frozen blueberries.
Yeah, show them your tongue. Oh, it doesn't look so blue. Perks of Grandma being here is that she gets up and gets you breakfast.
Hand.
You got my other hand.
I'm grabbing.
You what?
I'm grabbing.
You're grabbing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so sweet and cuddly. You know I love you.
Hey, I'll get a book, okay? You stay here, okay?
Okay.
And don't get out of bed.
Don't get out of bed?
Don't get out of bed.
Okay. We've had a lot of early mornings, and so today I said I'm going to sleep in. It is 8 o'clock, you guys. I love when she talks and she goes, okay. She uses her hand. She's very serious. I'm gonna stay here. She's gonna go get a book and we'll read a book this morning. Okay, she brought me the 2 books that we read last night. Duck Duck Dinosaur is very cute. And I kind of like it because it shows a family that doesn't all look the same. And then she also brought me my absolute favorite adoption book, Tell Me Again. I feel like for every adoptive family, this one's absolutely necessary. However, it says, a woman who was too young to take care of me was growing me, and she would be my birth mother, and you would adopt me and be my parents. And so I know for every adoption, that's like very much not always the case. Sometimes, but not always. So I know sometimes some of my adoptive mama friends like to kind of change this page up. But that's when you take a Sharpie and you write in your own story. But the rest of it is really cute. It's just the wording, and I just love having stories where we kind of just talk about it. All of the research has pointed to not having a time where the child feels like they get sat down and told that they are adopted. They just kind of always knew. It was just kind of part of conversation. They were proud of it. It's just, you know, it's just who they are. I know it's a new concept for a lot of people of talking to your little ones about adoption versus they're not old enough to understand. If they're too little to understand, that's perfect because that means they'll always kind of have that memory. But I'm just going based off of all the research that we learned through all of our adoption education that we did for our home studies. And I'm really thankful that we went through that education course and learned how important it was to talk to our kids before they have like a memory of like, oh, I remember getting sat down. When she's older, we'll sit down and we'll have bigger conversations, but having books like this and have like just like small little conversations are just really helpful. So it is now 11 and I'm still in bed. I've been getting work done. I don't know if you guys ever work in bed and your bed just gets piles of stuff everywhere. But I just posted to Instagram our loss, and I'm very thankful to all of your sweet, amazing comments, and thank you for being patient with us. I know waiting 3 days feels like a long time to wait to hear kind of how it went, but we just really needed time with our family and didn't have the right words and didn't know what to say, and I didn't really want to say anything, to be honest. We're human too, we have emotions too, and sometimes you need to be a little bit by yourself for a second, and that's kind of what we did. But I'm sorry for all of you that have also said that you've been through a loss. That's just not fun. I've been up and out of the house early every single day, and today I felt I'm tired. And Grammy took the girls to the park, and I said, I'm gonna try to get dressed and meet you at the park, but I am kind of just gonna like be in bed for a little bit. And I feel like grieving and resting for a minute is just personally what I need for for this morning anyways. And then we're gonna do something fun that puts a smile on my face or eat some yummy food. But for right now, I'm thankful that my mom could take the girls to the park and I could talk to you guys on Instagram and on Twitter, and I can just rest because I'm a little tired. And it's only been 3 days since we found out the news, and it can take up to a couple weeks for the hormones to drop and for me to miscarry. And I kind of understand the idea of a DNC of I just want to be done and kind of move forward, but I'm actually okay right now just being still. And if we have to go down the route of DNC in a little bit, then we'll face that when we need to. Dang it. I was doing so well today, I was distracted, I just wasn't gonna think about it. But this is really sweet. These are the things that are really good to help you grieve and focus on, you know, kind of what you're going through. The doorbell rang and the girls are sleeping. I'm like, who's ringing my doorbell right now? But it was delivery. I got a little edible arrangement. Many of you who have been following us for a long time know that we love and are part of this community of people that go to a conference called Choose Joy. We are obsessed, and it literally helped change our lives. It helped us get ready for our adoptions with our girls, and it was the last thing that we did right before, you know, jumping 2 feet into adoption. And we are just so thankful. Like, they personally have like changed our lives. But they sent an edible arrangement for me, saying just a sweet note and saying your Choose Joy family loves you. And I love them so much. When you go through infertility, or if you're an adoptive family, having people in your life that have gone through it is really important. I don't know if the conference is totally full, but the Choose Joy conference is going to be in Atlanta this year, so I don't know if we're going to be able to go out. We didn't know what life was going to be at that point. But for any of you that are on the East Coast, you can go. They're amazing people. And it's easier to be sweeter and more compassionate when you've gone through it, just because you personally know what it is. And it's hard that like a whole group of people that we know have gone through many circumstances like this. I'm just thankful for their love. Yeah, this is what I needed. I didn't know this is what I needed, but this is what I needed. I don't want to cry. I know it's hard for you guys sometimes that our vlogs are not coming out the next day. That just doesn't work well for our family. We edit as much as we can, and they are scheduled to be, you know, ideally about like 3 or 4 days behind. Sometimes we get a little bit further, but today I'm editing the ultrasound, seeing it, and just seeing those 2 beautiful sacs on ultrasound is just it's hard, because I just feel like I'm like, oh, I loved you so much, and I wanted you to be here and see your face and count your 10 fingers and 10 toes, or 20 fingers and 20 toes. But I'm thankful for a break. I am thankful to spend time with my girls this summer and just be. It was like 5 minutes later. I'm trying to hold back.
Hi friends, been at a conference for the last 2 days and it just wrapped up. Dealing with this miscarriage has been more so because my pain for Alex. The biggest takeaway for me is the things that I've been telling you for 2 years. You're not alone, and I'm not alone. There's a purpose for your pain, and there's a purpose for my pain. There's a plan for your future, and there's a plan for my future. Just because I'm entering another valley doesn't mean that I'm not gonna still praise God the same way that I did when I was on a mountaintop when we were pregnant. And I really believe with all my heart that this is not the end of the story, this is not the end of the battle, but this is the beginning of something incredible. And God is going to use my pain, God is going to use this story, God is going to use your story to impact and encourage someone else in theirs. And we believe that from day one. This is why we bought a camera in the first place, to let people know that they weren't alone in how frustrating adoption is. They weren't alone in how lonely infertility was. And they're not alone in just this battle to create a healthy family, and what does that look like. And I think that's why we've done this thing where we vlog and we do it way more than we ever expected to. And we have been able to create this nonprofit that in this year is going to do far more than we even imagined it was going to. And it's in faith to believe that our story is still being written. I thought about, man, I'm gonna write a book about this, and probably one day we will, but I thought, man, I can't even begin to write it now because it's still in process. Our story is still in motion. And if I really look at it, I realize my life is so great. I have such a beautiful life. I have such an incredible family. And I'm so grateful for what I have, and I'm so grateful for what I don't have. Because in the things that I've missed out on, that I've lost, and that I feel like have been taken away from me, I feel like I'm gonna be able to be a better man because of that. Because I'm gonna be able to be there for those that have had crushing miscarriages now. Those experiences, the painful ones and the positive ones, are the things that make you relatable. And that's the thing that we most want, is to be relatable. Because life isn't about you all becoming vloggers. Life here on YouTube is about you guys taking what you were created to do and doing it with passion. And when you are met with disappointments and you hit the bumps in the road of life that you will, you cannot give up. You press forward, you find new dreams, you find new hopes, and you don't get down. And if you get down, you find someone around you to lift you up, and you don't stay down. And we're not gonna stay down. We're gonna rise above this, and we're going to use this pain and use this story and use this disappointment to be an encouragement to others. You guys, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I could go on for hours, and I'll probably just be meandering in my own thoughts that are stuck somewhere in between my head and my heart. But I'll tell you what, that 18 inches between my head and my heart right now are just pounding and hurting and breaking. But that's life. And disappointment happens, and we're gonna get through it, and we're gonna get through it together. And whatever we learn, whatever Alex and I learned through this, you guys, we're gonna teach you all that we know. Thanks for being a part of what we're doing here. Thanks for letting us be vulnerable. I'm totally shaken. The fact that I could have had twins, the fact that they could have been boys, the fact that it could have had another girl. But I'm so grateful that God has never left us or abandoned us, and He won't do that with you. You guys are loved. There is a purpose for everything you're going through. And if you're on the mountaintop right now, you just rejoice. You lift your hands and you just say, I'm so grateful for my life. And if you're in the valley, you say, man, I'm so grateful that it's not a deeper valley. But friends, thanks for being here. Thanks for being who you are. And thanks for allowing us to impact your life and to speak into your life. You're funny. I miss you.
Oh, we missed the camera of her running going, Daddy, I love you. It was so sweet.
No, Daddy,
I have more room for my hugs. Come here, girls. Oh, I love you.
Daddy's home.
Hey, bug. Hi. Did you miss me?
Yeah.
Did you miss me, Callie? Oh, you want my hat? You can have my hat, girl.
These girls love their daddy so stinking much.
I love him so much.
I love him so much.
I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Watch me jump on Mama's bed.
Let's go watch
Jump on Mama's bed. No.
Well, what have you been allowing them to do?
I've been letting her nap in our bed.
Oh,
yeah.
I bet they loved it.
No, just Kinsley. Kinsley naps in our bed now, which she used to do months ago, but I say it's quiet time. I give her a couple books, but she always falls asleep. And then Callie stays in her crib. Hi. Love you.
Hi. Crawl like a bear.
My stars. Wait, there's a belt on you.
Yeah. She asked for a belt so she could crawl like a bear.
Kinsley, that was so smart. Are you like riding like a horsey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she said, am I a bear or a horsey?
Is Daddy a bear or a horsey?
Horsey.
Horsey or a camel?
Horsey.
Horsey? What's it? Callie, what does a horsey say? Callie, can you say? Callie, can you say neigh? Good girl. Callie, you want to get up?
Yeah.
Ready?
I love how she says yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Oh my stars. You want to sit right there?
Yeah.
Kinsley was first trying to get some step stools to come sit out here. And no, we do not put any step stools by railings. And I couldn't figure out why in the world is she hanging out like right here. It's like she goes and plays outside and runs and jumps and plays. She's like hanging out. Do you want to see? What are you doing?
I watch Topia.
You're watching Topia?
Mm-hmm.
Our neighbors over there have the TV on with the door open, and Kinsley is watching Zootopia. Children will find screens and movies anywhere. Okay, Kinsley, it's time for dinner.
It's time for dinner.
Yeah, thank you. That's very good listening. I'm so proud of you.
Hop.
Good hop. Can you close it?
Hop.
That's very impressive. That's hard for her. She's actually a toddler that will sit and watch a whole movie. Most toddlers are like, they lose their attention span. She really likes to sit and she can just watch. But the goal is obviously not to be in front of the TV. Good girl.
Lock it.
Yes, lock it, please. Okay, let's go eat dinner. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Grandpa made some good soup. Hi, Callie Bug. Do you like that our table's still on an angle? I love it. Everything fits so well. We've got an extra living room, and our dining room and living room are just combined. It's the end of the night. Philip's sweatshirt, Philip's pajama pants, and I'm happy and comfy. I just finished editing the vlog for our ultrasound, and it's weird looking back on the footage for baby number 2. You can actually see the ring on the footage. It's just crazy to know that there were 2 babies that that split when they were differentiated during the cell division process. Like, they're not even, but even from the beginning, baby was probably most likely genetically abnormal. I'm going to work tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you had a wonderful day, and you guys go let your love multiply. Good night.